Could prime Michael Jordan conquer the Roman Empire? To answer this, we need to look at three categories. A. Why Michael Jordan is capable. B. Why the Roman Empire was dominant. And C. How Jordan changes the entire system. Firstly, why is Michael Jordan capable? During his prime years in the NBA, Jordan averaged over 30 points per game while playing elite defense and maintaining high efficiency in one of the most physical eras in basketball history. He won 5 MVP awards, 6 NBA championships, and never lost a final series during his championship runs. But it doesn't stop there. Jordan was known for increasing his level during the most important moments. In elimination games, playoff games, and clutch situations, his performances consistently improved. He became known for game-winning shots, defensive stops, and completely taking over games when pressure was at its highest. For those who don't understand how insane this is, Jordan didn't just beat teams physically, he beat them mentally. Players constantly talked about how intimidating he was during games. Opponents would lose confidence before the game was even over because Jordan controlled momentum so effectively. This is an outrageous clutch factor that we're seeing here. Now we move on to Section B, where we look at why the Roman Empire was dominant. At its peak, the Roman Empire controlled massive territories across Europe, North Africa, and parts of the Middle East. Rome built one of the strongest military systems in history through organization, discipline, and strategy. Their legions were highly trained and operated in coordinated formations that overwhelmed opponents through structure and teamwork. Rome also developed roads, supply systems, and fortifications that allowed them to maintain control across enormous distances. This made Rome extremely difficult to defeat in traditional warfare. However, Rome's strength relied heavily on systems. The empire depended on coordination, discipline, and predictability in combat situations. Their dominance came from organization rather than individual performance. Now on to part C, the most important part. How could Michael Jordan affect the Roman Empire? The biggest difference we see between these two forces is systems versus individual dominance. Rome relied on massive coordinated armies. Jordan relied on pressure, adaptability, and taking over impossible situations by himself. If Jordan were placed into Roman society, especially in competitive environments like arenas or high-pressure public events, his mentality would immediately separate him from everyone else. At first, Rome would probably view him as entertainment. But once Jordan starts winning consistently, the entire perception changes, because Jordan thrives when pressure increases. Crowds, expectations, elimination scenarios, these were the exact situations where he performed at his highest level. Rome also depended heavily on confidence and authority. But Jordan's greatest ability was breaking opponent confidence. We've already seen him dominate elite competition repeatedly during his NBA career, including clutch playoff performances against top teams and defensive systems designed entirely to stop him. And unlike Rome, Jordan never lost once he reached the final stage. Overall, in this hypothetical scenario, Michael Jordan would not conquer the Roman Empire through traditional warfare. Instead, he would dominate the competitive environments that defined Roman culture. Rome was built on structure. Jordan was built for moments where structure collapses under pressure. And because of that, yes, prime Michael Jordan could absolutely disrupt and potentially conquer the Roman Empire's competitive system through pure mentality, clutch performance, and dominance under pressure.